Hi there, welcome to this week's market analysis over here. Okay, so as usual, we'll jump into the behind the scenes, the whole process of how I prepare for the week. Okay, and what we're gonna do is, of course, just share with you the whole process of how I do the analysis, and then give a little bit of commentary as we progress, if there's anything significant to take note of, right? So with that, we'll get started for this week, and we're going to start off with the major as usual. Okay. Okay, so for dollar, I think quite clear. Daily is basically in a consolidation for the past 1-2 weeks, and for our time frame here as well, nothing much. So we're just maintaining a very neutral perspective. Definitely not the best pattern to be trading, not the best time to be focusing on the dollar index right now. Okay, euro dollar is again quite similar to the dollar index, generally nothing much, so we just maintain neutral perspective, though there's a good chance this might come down first before the bounce, right? So it's a very short-term trade, but definitely not something we're interested in. Right, so pound dollar over here, as of last week, we shared about this potential trade. So we're still looking basically at the downside. Very nice. If you are taking a look even on a smaller time frame, you can see an impulse push, a little consolidation here. For those of you who are interested, you can even consider a scale in trade for the move to the downside, right? So pound dollar is overall on the bearish side. Combining of course with the daily time frame, there's a good chance we might see it reach around 2920, which coincides also of course with the bottom of this channel here for a bigger move to the upside after that. Okay, but for now, overall, we're going to maintain that bearish bias on pound dollar. Right, so let's take a look at the dollar CAD. Good. So what you can see over here on the daily scale for dollar CAD, right, is that very clearly we definitely need to update this entire analysis because we have a very strong break below this entire channel. Okay, so what I'm going to do usually when I see something like that, so I'm going to clean up the entire chart. Okay, and then I'm going to look at it from a fresh perspective. Okay, overall, what can we see from here? Right, so I think dollar CAD over here, you can see with the updated view, what I'm seeing over here is we have this bottom, we have this top. Basically, if you're looking at this, price is basically in a bigger consolidation range environment. With the bearish momentum, there's a good chance it will continue lower and break and retest this low, giving us that ABC pattern, which is the expanding flat as of now, or slightly to a regular flat here as well, depending on how strict the rules that you are looking at. But generally, the pattern is more or less the same. Okay, and on a forward time frame, we're seeing quite clearly the impulse push over here. So this might give us a 1, 2, 3, and then a wave 4 correction, which might give us a short-term play to the downside while we ride the 5th wave down, right? So this is something that we we can monitor as of next week. Okay, so definitely gonna keep an eye on that. Good. Okay, so next one over here is the dollar yen. Okay, so dollar yen ain't quite clear, right? Basically both time frames over here are just bullish impulse push to the upside, so naturally that's not a trade that we're going to be paying too much attention. We want to wait for a corrective pattern first, so really nothing much on the dollar yen over here for now. Right, so dollar franc over here, quite straightforward. Daily we see that V shape, so bias is to the downside. We have still some room to drop. On the forward time frame, this is a little bit corrective as of now, so we do expect at least a retracement back up. Somewhere around this zone might be a good entry opportunity for more downside, right? So fairly straightforward. This week here, I think the major category seems to be fairly straightforward, but we do have a couple of ones that I would say is worth mentioning and monitoring, especially on pound dollar, dollar CAD, as well as the dollar franc. Okay? Even though the dollar is maintaining a very neutral perspective, okay, but that doesn't mean that you can't look at the major pair, because you still have like the pound here, you have the CAD here, you have the franc here that can still be the contributing factor for the dollar. Okay. So hope that's clear. That's on the dollar component, dollar group. Okay, so with that, we'll move on to the next category on the commodity currency.